Hello and welcome to Winslow Academy. This is part 4 in our Wireshark beginner's tutorial. In the last part 3, we saw at SSL handshake being made, and we saw all the way to the handshake being completed and data being started to being transferred encrypted between us, the client, and the server. So in this part 4, we will look at how we can log the handshake information and the key being exchanged between the client and the server in order for us to decrypt the data when we are capturing the Wireshark package. So if you haven't seen the previous 3 parts, I recommend you to do so, such that you can follow along in this lecture and understand what is going on. So the first thing that we have to do is that we need to set up a system environment property. So remember that when we are capturing packages using our interface here, once a handshake has been initialized, data starts to be encrypted, meaning that we will not be able to see any information beside from garbage. But we can change that. So the first thing we do is to navigate to System on our computer. If you're sitting on a Windows or Linux computer, this of course might be set up in a different way, but the principles should be the same. So I encourage you to just Google how to set up system properties on your given operation system if you are not running Windows. But here we go to Advanced System Settings, and under Environment Properties we need to create a new user property for the user that you are logged in as. And my user in this case is Alfred. So I will click New, SSL key log file, and then we need a value for this property, and that value is going to be the location where we want the log file to be. So we'll just type in location, users, and this of course is going to be the path to a location on your system. So don't reuse like mine, because unless you have a Windows user called Alfred, that will not work. So once the destination, the path to a destination has been entered, you can just name the file whatever you want. So I will just call mine SSL dot log. And if we add this and click OK, then we can test that this is working. First of all, we can navigate to Documents, which is, as we see now, there is nothing here. But if I, for example, open Edge, a browser, just to navigate to Google, and we go back into our document, we see that now an SSL log file has been created. And if we open this, we see that there has been exchanged some information. For example, there is a secret from the client, there's a server traffic secret from the server, and this is basically the information we need to decrypt the packages being transferred once a handshake has been initialized. So whatever page we go into now using SSL, we will see that the information is being logged in here. So if you at some point don't want this to be logged anymore, just remove the system property, but else you will be continuing to log information in this log file. So now let's head back over to Wireshark. Now that we are back in Wireshark, we need to apply our log file, which means that we need Wireshark to use the information being stored in our log file. So we will go to Edit and Preferences. Here we will navigate to Protocols, and then we need to find the TLS protocol, because we are using the encryption over TLS. So let's just click T and then navigate here. So under TLS, in Preferences under Protocols, you need to enter the location for your log file under pre-master secret log file name. So we'll just do so and navigate to Documents, SSL right here, and click OK. So now this should be applied, and we will try to start a new capture. Continue without saving. I will go here and say log files just as an example, and just click on whatever is the first thing that comes up. Perfect. So we'll just stop it right here. So for example, here we have some packages, and now we see that we have this tab called Decrypted TLS, where we can actually see package information in clear text instead of just having it encrypted. So that is how you capture your TLS information when the handshake is being made and apply it to Wireshark in order to be able to decrypt packages. So I hope you'll like the video, and I will see you next time here on Winslow Academy.